Allow me to show you something.
I wanted to make a quick video on some solutions to keeping your cell phone or tablet in front of you while you're sitting in a recliner or at a table. If you have trouble holding or gripping your cell phone or tablet, or if you cannot hold the electronics at all like my wife, here are a few solutions. There are many solutions on the internet to purchase, and I wanted to show you a few examples of those, but also show you how easy it is to make one of these for yourself, or have a caregiver help you make it. Number one is, this is a stand I purchased off of Amazon. It has legs that fold out and stabilize it. And you just take your phone and press a button on the side and push it up and it holds it. Now you can adjust it, put it wherever you want. It's sturdy, but it does take up a good bit of space, both this way and this way. But this is an example, and it can be rotated horizontal or vertical. We use this same holding device in the arm contraption I made for my wife in a different video for hanging over her on the bed. So this is the first one. It's just an idea. Number two is, say, for a tablet or for a cell phone. This is a very simple little thing. I actually bought it from IKEA. I think it was $5 or $6, but it's big enough to hold a tablet, or you can obviously throw cell phones on it. But this is just a simple design that I bought from IKEA. The third is another example of one that I bought off of Amazon. This one's clamps to a table. One of the limitations is the table can only be so thick, and it's not incredibly sturdy, so it will hold a cell phone. Doesn't really like it. You have to keep adjusting it, but it will hold it. I think it was probably designed to hold lighter, smaller cell phones than the phones we get today. It's not strong enough to hold a tablet, but this sort of thing you could attach on a table next to your chair and then bend it around in front of you. And they make these a lot longer and different designs. Some have straight rods with adjustable pieces in between them, little pivots. There's a lot of examples of these on the internet. The next one is one that I made, which is basically just a block of wood, and I cut out a section in the middle here, and that's going to be where you'll see the charger can be held if you want it on there. You then kind of take the measurement of your phone, the width and the depth, and what I did is I just drew a line where I wanted it, and I actually just used a drill press and just kept pressing the drill bit down and just formed a line across here. You also could use a routing tool. That might be a little more clean, but I mean, this worked really well. You don't want it to be too deep because you want your phone to just be grab your phone in here, because you don't want to lose any of the space off the bottom of your screen. And then I put a little molding on here just to dress it up a little, but you probably want to use some hardwood so that it's heavy enough, so especially if you have a taller phone, that it has the weight to hold your phone in here bottom. Once again, you've got a charger that can come out the the last one, I'm not going to take credit for this. There's a bunch of videos online. Basically, you can make one out of some scraps of wood that you might have around. So in this case, I just went out and found scrap piece of wood. It was roughly 3.5 inches wide, and then you want to cut 2 pieces of it. The depth, the width of it, this way doesn't really matter, except the fatter you get, the just more space it's going to be. So you can go with this is a 3/4, but 1/2 inch would work. Basically, you want to cut 2 pieces. One is 6 inches long, and one is 9 inches long. And and then you want to determine the angle that you want this. So it's going to be at a right angle, but you want to figure out where on here. So just kind of find where you're happy with it. That's where I was happy with it. And you just want to mark that, and then draw a line across here, and then the width should be the width of the piece of wood that you're working with. And so at that point, then you want to find the middle of both pieces and draw a line. And then you want to use a jigsaw or any sort of saw that you can cut out this area, half of that, and half of this, but so where they match each other. And so I'm going to go do that, and then we'll slide them together. You'll see how that works. All right, so whoops, I cut out that piece and this piece, and then I actually took my drill press or drill bit. I drilled a hole right here. You'll see why in just a second. So basically, you just take these 2 pieces, slide them together, voila, and then the phone will sit right there. Probably could hold a tablet too. Yep. So I drilled this little hole so you can stick your power cord up to the bottom, and then we can also have it charging while it's on here. There's a lot of ideas out there on the internet. I hope I was able to get you started on an idea of your own. Have a good day.